Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today we're jumping into some more Project Architect. So, jumping into today's video, boy, do I have a lot of stuff I want to get done. I want to create myself a secret door, hint, using the create mod. So, to create a door such as this, I'm almost positive I am going to have to dig down quite a bit. I have some items available, like the water wheel. I have all these different things that I think I'm going to need, like a sequenced gear shift or sequence gear shift, some piston extension poles, a sticky piston, and basically some rods and stuff. And hopefully I can be able to get a door. I want a door that raises up and drops down. It would be honestly easier for me, I think, to have a door that lifted up and then drop down. But I want this door to go up, to close the door, and then to go down to shut it. I could even create a door. It would be probably even easier to have a door that was right here, that opened and closed as we walked near this area. But like I said, I think the one I want to make is one that's underground. So to do that, we're going to need a few items. The main one is going to be the gear shift here. So this is going to be one of the main items we're going to need. And then let's see, I'll grab some shafts. The sticky mechanical piston shouldn't be too difficult for us to make. Looks like we can make a ton of those. Regular piston, everything is, yeah, that's super easy to make. We'll grab that. Perfect. So now we have a sticky piston. We only need one. And then we also need some linear chassis. And so, yeah, it looks like we have plenty of those. Okay, so 3 linear chassis and we should be good. I think we also need some super glue, and I believe I'm going to use just gray concrete, because I don't know, I guess I could use concrete powder now that I think about it, so long as it's like stickied together. So I want to get some sort of, like, I don't know, pre-build out here first. So let's go up a few blocks. And I want to set this sticky mechanical piston up here, just like this. And then on that will be the linear chassis. And they're going to be not placed like this. I need them placed, yeah, like this on the side. Do not hold shift. There we go. And then on top of this should go our concrete. Like, we're going to place it like this, and that's going to hold it, and so on and so forth. Okay. So we have sort of the idea built here, and what I want is I want this to go up and down, and hopefully we can do that with this piston. If not, I'm going to figure something else out. So if we place these extension poles, oops, I have this on me. So if I place these extension poles, this should allow this to go up, I believe. Yeah, it's going to allow this to push this upward and then come back down to where it's at. But we are going to need some rotational energy for that. Just for right now, I'm going to use a hand crank. So let's just use a hand crank for now, so we can get a visual on this. So if we reverse this is going to go up, and then it would be pushed into place. So this will be down underground, and it'll be pushed into place. And then when we want to pull this back down, we'll just do this to pull it back down. Perfect. Okay, and now I kind of want to understand how the sequential gear shift works, because I'm going to be using this. So I believe, yeah, this has a interface in here, and it says turn 90 degrees and then end. So we can have this like receive a redstone signal, for example. If we have, let's go in places where we have a constant power source to maybe test this out. So right up here, we have a little bit of power that's coming from, yeah, this, since it's on the floor. Okay, so we need to send this a redstone signal. Let's get a button. And then redstone. I just want to test this out because this is me learning a little bit more about Create. So let's just say we have a button right here. And whenever a redstone signal gets activated, it's going to run what we have set up in here. So this right here is set to turn. Is there any like way that I can, how do you change these things? Oh, you scroll wheel. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. I see. So this is just as soon as I hit it, it's going to turn however much I want it to turn, 360 degrees or whatever. Double the speed forward. Oh, we can double the speed. That's interesting. So let's just say it's going to turn 360 degrees and then it's going to end. And let's try this. Okay. And so if we want to add more to that, then we would just add more and make sure these are set to turn. And then make sure these are set to 360 to do a full turn and then end. So this will do 4 full rotations. Ah. But it only did one that was, okay, because these aren't set to double speed. So if we set these to double speed, now they're all going to stay double speed. Oh, it's weird how it does like a little tick there. Kind of stops for a moment. Interesting. But I guess we can just keep adding to this. Or can it only do a maximum of 4? Let's see. We'll do turn by angle. So this can do a time delay. And then turn to move piston / pulley. Distance. Oh, so that's how we would do it. Okay. So we would clear all these out. And then we would just set this to turn to move piston pulley. And then we have a distance of 5 meters. So if I set it to 5 meters double time, that should technically spin this. Yeah, spin enough time. So this would be enough to spin that piston and move blocks 5 meters. Okay, that's exactly what I needed to know. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take this and put it to practice. So I am down under here 5 blocks because up top here is 5 blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right here is where our linear chassis is going to go. And so that means I need enough space under here for my piston to be 5 blocks to be able to move that up 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should be good. Actually, no, I need one more down because it needs to be, I believe, 5 from the actual sticky piston itself. So let's go ahead and place that. And then I'm going to go ahead and place this underneath. I'm still going to need a way to get down here. But we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Perfect. And then the linear chassis is going to rest right on top. Nice and neat. Make sure we have a way to get down here. And then we're going to have to run our power through this, which shouldn't be too difficult to do. And then all I have to do is make sure that this doesn't stick to anything other than what I wanted to stick to. All I wanted to stick to is these blocks that are going here. Right? That's all I want this to stick to. Okay. So with that, it's sort of hidden, which is perfect, which is exactly what I want this room to be. Let's go ahead and get a crank on here just to make sure everything is working. Okay, so that's pushing up. I did not want that to push up. Let's check this real quick. That is not what I wanted it to do. I wanted this to fall down. So that means we need to... Actually, what do I need to do here? So yeah, this needs to go even deeper. Way deeper than I had originally thought it needed to go. So from here, I need to go 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just going to be the sand. Then we'll have the linear chassis, and then we'll have this. Okay, because this needs to go up and push it up, and then it'll come down whenever we want it to come down. Okay, so a little bit different than I had originally planned. But, of course, sometimes it's hard to visualize these things in your head. So this still needs these, because this is how it's going to go up. So 1, 2, 3, 4... I don't know how many I placed down. Apparently I have 8 of them. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have our 5 there. Linear chassis again. Let's try this time. All right, and then we'll place the sand. Notice, by the way, that ended up pushing that up. I almost wonder, did it push up the ground? I wonder, weird. I wonder where all that went. Oh, I guess there was just space up here for it. Interesting. I would have figured it would have just stopped. All right, so glue. I don't know how much of this we'd actually need. I don't have the wrench on me, so I think you might be able to set these to accept the blocks above it. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's right here on the level, so it'll be nice and flat. If we wanted, we could push this down one more and then place the blocks that would look at the floor, but I'm not too worried about that right now. All right, let's see if this works. Did not want that. All right, so place this. There we go. Okay. And that's nice and locked. Perfect. And covered and hidden. And then when we want it to come down, we do this. Okay, so we're slowly but surely making these really cool secret doors like that you would see in some really cool create videos. So, got that working. Now we have to get power to this and make sure our sequential gear shift is going to work. And this is going to have to be done by a redstone toggle. And we might have to kind of play around with, I mean, not so much how we're generating power, because I'm going to use a water wheel that is going to be laying flat over here. But we're going to have to kind of play around with where exactly this gear shift needs to be. So I hope this isn't too hard to see, but I have my water wheel down here. This is going into a vertical gearbox to extend the power. I have a shaft here, and we have our sequence gear shift. This thing is really powerful. Let's go ahead and work on this. So by default, this is going to spin this in the wrong direction. So I have this right here changing the orientation. So we can actually have this reverse and go forward. So what I have set up is a system that is spinning this in this direction. When I hit the button, it's going to spin this and push this up 5, and then it's going to wait for another redstone signal pulse. Once it receives that signal pulse, then it's going to do the opposite and come back down, and then it'll all end and wait for another redstone signal pulse. So if all is working, when I give this a redstone signal, this should go up, closing this off, which is pretty cool. It's done. And now it's waiting another redstone pulse. So as soon as I give it another one, it's going to bring it back down. Oh, this is so cool. And this is the power of the create mod. And it's not touching anything else, which is amazing. And you still have power spinning to all this. And of course, all we got to do is touch this again, and it's ready to go and ready to do all of this all over again. So I think this turned out pretty nice. Now, all I have to do is get some redstone to this box, which actually isn't very difficult with Create, because Create has a secret power. And that secret power is a redstone link. Let's go ahead and go over how this works. So, I plan on having a pressure plate that is right here. And this pressure plate is going to be covered like this. So it'll be really hard to see this thing. But it should power this block. And with this block powered, we can place a redstone link underneath it. And this will send power to another redstone link that is, let's say, using the same pattern. For example, we can set this to soapstone and cobble. So frequency 1 is soapstone, and then the second one is cobble. And I believe with a wrench, we can toggle the state. I'm going to have to make myself a wrench. Let's see. Do I have one? I need gold, don't I? Gold. I'm surprised I have not. You know what? Let's just do a whole stack of gold. I'm surprised I haven't set up gold yet. Right in here. I should have, but never did. But anyways, we need that wrench. That wrench is definitely going to be something that I'm going to need. Beautiful. So now that I have this wrench, I need some light so I can demonstrate this. We have two different modes. We have a receive mode and a send mode. When you click this, notice there's like a little antenna that goes out. I believe this is set to the send, and then this should be the receive, or it might be the other way around. I'll have to figure out once we get this one placed down. But I have to remember soapstone and redstone. We have to remember this signal. So frequency 1 is soapstone, then cobblestone. So all we have to do to send that, to pass that redstone signal through, is just place this on here, give it the same signal using items, which is really handy, by the way. And I believe that's it. So let's make sure these are set up correctly. Okay, so I think this has to be flipped to that being send and this receive. There we go. And then let's try it now. Oh, and there it goes. So it received that redstone pulse, and now it's going back up. And it's solid. And we won't even know that that even was there. Like, nobody would know unless they've watched the videos. They would never know this is here. But the good thing is this kind of stuff works really well for servers. So let's grab some of our archwood, cover up some of our mess that we've made. And I'm using stone tiles here. And like I said, you could probably put this down one further, and then it would be like flush when you go down. But all I got to do is hit this again and wait. I'm going to clean up the walls here and make them look really nice. But look at that. And of course, the faster your power is down below, the faster everything else is going to be overall. And of course, and when you walk out, make sure to hit that again so it hides everything. Oh, that's so sick looking. So I've built a secret room, but what for? And why would I want a secret room in the first place? Well, today we're going to get into the Portality mod. Now, I've made this room a little bit bigger than normal because I wanted to see how much I could actually fit in here. And I don't know if I can share a space with the Portality mod. I'm gonna check, because hopefully I can be able to get 2 per wall, 2 portals per wall. That would be nice, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. If anything, we're just going to have 1 per wall, and then I'm going to try and make it look pretty nice as I decorate and make this look as futuristic as possible. So the idea is that we have a space cleared out like this, and then the inner walls is done with Portality. So what is Portality? Well, it is a mod that basically allows us to have walk-in portals, which we do have other mods that allows us to do walk-in portals. But this is pretty interesting, and we can go cross-dimensional with these portals. So the main thing we need is a portal frame and a portal frame controller. So portal frame is made simply like this, and then the portal frame controller is how everything operates. So let's go ahead and grab that. And then we'll have a bunch of portal frames. Now, some other things we're going to need is an energy module. That is how we're going to get energy into the thing. And I believe, actually, you know what? I don't know if we actually need an energy module. The energy module might be the ability for us to transfer energy from one place to another. We're going to set it up just like this first and see. But some things to note. This thing actually goes 4 blocks wide. So I'm going to go ahead and set 2 of them up. I'll do 1 right here. So just like this. So basically think of the whole thing having a frame that is going like this. And you can change the colors of these, by the way. These are going to be squares. And I'm actually thinking about the backside here, this actually being covered up. So let's break these. And this will actually be covered up. I'll have this go back 1. Yeah, that'll look much better. Plus, it makes this a little bit easier. So, all I gotta do is pop this. I would use an exchanging gadget for this, but I'm almost positive that I can't use an exchanging gadget with these blocks. But all it needs to be is 4 blocks deep, like this, and a square. And then you have your controller that is placed in here. And let's see. Once I place the controller, it should complete the multi-block. Portal structure invalid. Does it have to? Oh, because it needs the corners. Ah, it does need corners. I almost forgot about that. Yep. So it's going to need it there and there. But here's the thing. I just don't know if putting 2 of them together is going to work. So I may have to move this thing. Either way, 3 portals is going to be pretty nice. We can always make another room to place these in. All right. So these are really cool. That's the reason I'm building this with you, is because it's really cool once it is fully finished. Like, these are straight up actual portals that are animated and everything. Look really cool. They like shoot you out of it as well. All right, let's throw that there. As if we weren't doing enough cool things in today's episode. All right, last but not least, and done. Perfect. So you see that this is set up, and we do have a controller, and you can actually name this particular portal, because what you'll do is you'll use this portal to call to another portal. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and I'm going to see if we can't add another portal here, and we'll see if this actually connects to this one. So unfortunately, they don't work side by side, but I was able to get 3 of them in here, and after a little bit of designing, I found that this is going to be the best way, I think, to set this up. So I have 3 of them per room. I'm going to show you how they work here in a minute, but of course, I want to design a little bit with you guys. Now, the back of the wall here is going to have a light in it. I just don't know exactly what kind of thing I want to go back here, because I want it to look kind of cool. Because these do end up with particles and stuff when they're activated. I don't even have power running to them just yet, but I was thinking one of them can be blue. I want this one to be white. I was like, this could be blue, like this on the outside. This will be white. And to give it depth, this will be purple over here. To give it depth, use the framed glass like this. And this sort of makes it look like it's sticking out. At least I thought it did. There it is. Oh, it's actually connected, isn't it? You can't really tell though. But yeah, as you can see, we have the framed, or we have the glass now in there. Everything's looking good. Yeah, the back is something I want to change, but I want to show you real quick how these actually work. So let's just call this blue, and we'll just name it, because right now it's set to the coordinates. So if I name this blue and confirm, so we can actually call to this one. We'll call this one white and purple. I can spell. All right, there we go. So we have these all defined. No, out at the moment, this is not linked to power, but as you can see, we can call to portals. For some reason, these are in here. These must have been the ones that we placed. For some reason, they're gone. These are the ones I guess I was messing with. I wonder how you get rid of them. I guess they're just locked in here forever. But yeah, this right here, the ones that are named are the ones that are most important. So if I, for example, want to dial to blue, this one's dialed to blue, and let's go get some power over here and hook it in. So good thing last episode we did all that, because we should be able to link these. As you can see, it's saved. Link to that one, and then link to that one. This portal icon change, I don't know. Oh, maybe because you can right click an item on it to set a portal icon. That's kind of cool. So I should be able to put these in here, and that should charge our portals. That's the hope anyways. By the way, can I right click these on here? It says portal icon changed. Perfect. Don't know what it's using for the icon, but at least we know now. So this is set, and we have power. So if I walk through here, it should go call portal blue, dial. And then maybe I have to set this one too. So I go, oh, cancel that. By the way, you can change. It says link missing. So call, and we'll dial to white. Make sure this is dialed to blue. They should work. Interesting, but they're not. Wow. The reason why it wasn't linked was because this, for some reason, isn't storing the location of the block. It takes a couple of, because it's opening that UI, it takes a couple of tries to get that to link. Now we'll have power. Eventually we'll move over to Flux Networks. It'll be way, way easier to get these things set up for Flux Networks. But yeah, now we should be good. So now I should be able to dial to blue, and there we go. Okay, so as you can see, it does show an icon. So if I, for example, set that to blue, that should be set, right? Or does it change? Portal, call. So that one's set to white. It won't accept the, interesting. Portal changed. Portal icon changed. Oh, I didn't even know you could place items inside. Weird. I can't change that one's color. Maybe it's because it's already set. But as you just seen, there we go. It is set. So we'll dial, and this is connected to blue. So if I walk through, it shoots me out of blue, and if I walk through here, it takes me back to white. Now, this isn't the idea for this. This is basically going to be a hub. So what I want is I want this room, I want the white one to be where we link to. Oh, actually, no, all of these will be where we link. So each one of these will be its own separate room that will take you to a certain location. And of course, when you walk back through from that location, it'll take you right back to this room. So we have 3 teleporters here that we're going to be able to use in the future. And this is going to be really, really fun. So one big thing this room is going to lead to is more adventure, as these can provide cross-dimensional teleportation. But of course, that is going to happen in another episode. But of course, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that is going to go to Ofek. Over on the Discord. If you didn't know, Ofek's the one who has been working on the additions mod, the Project Architect additions, which has added the EMC stake and all the other cool stuff, the things that allow us to link into Discord or into Refined Storage. Be sure to thank Ofek over on the Discord for putting this all together and still continuing to work on it. By the way, there's still a whole lot that is happening right now. So just wanted to point that out and say a huge thanks. And of course, guys, if you guys want to get a sign of your own, be sure to check out the Discord memberships, because that is where I'm pulling the names from, is from the Discord premium members. So if you want to get on that list, then of course, all you got to do is become a Discord premium member. I am slowly but surely getting through that. And of course, the end of the list that you see at the end of the videos, that is our Patreon. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, of course, you can find that there as well. All these links down in the description below. But of course, be sure to join the Discord no matter what. We have an amazing community, over 20,000 members strong over on the Discord, and I would love for you guys to join. And keep in mind, we do have a public vanilla SMP server, which is available for everybody. But if you want to become a premium member and support this channel, I do offer subservers. So we do have subservers, and as of this video, Project Architect is now on our subservers. So be sure to check that out for all of you who are supporters. Thank you guys so much. And of course, guys, be sure to click that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.